Gustavo, he looks strong, you know. He looks ready, you know. He's ready. He trained really well. He was trained at his house, you know. And then at the end, we start training a little bit at the gym as well. So we have like athletes that like they're feeling anxiety right now, you know. Like it's a really tough time for athletes because if you leave it, you're trying to live in your dream, you know. It's kind of like a hard time right now because people that kind of like left their entire life, moved to San Diego just to train. Right now they're like, man, I'm training, but there's no tournaments. You know, what are you gonna do? So I think right now is more the issue with all the athletes right now, the competitors, is like mental, you know, and the heart as well. So we need to take care of them, and those events actually helps. But only a few people can be here, you know. Not everyone can be here, like a knife JJF tournament, for example, you know.
You know, with his next round matchup against Arges, you know, what do you predict is going to happen? How do you think their styles will match up?
Arges has really good scrambles, you know. Gustavo has a really good top game, and he passed really well. He can play guard too. I see like Arges, like he loves to play guard, 50-50 and all that. I think we're gonna see that. We're gonna see like 50-50 stuff, like scrambles. Gustavo is really good on 50-50. He passed the 50-50 really well too. So, and of course, I'm cheering for my boy. You know, hopefully my boy can pass like Gabriel's Arges guard. You know, and win the fight, and also like try to get the submission. But it's like pretty much like world champion versus world champion. You know, it's really hard to get a submission. You know?
Thank you guys for the opportunity, FloGrappling. I think Roberto been doing this for so long, and I can see him in another level, like a mental, not only jiu-jitsu, it's more about mental, guys. The armbar against Pedro, I tell him, man, it's your time, you're losing 2-1, it's your time, you've been training so much, and like I said, the armbar, man, it's Roberto. We're teaching today a free seminar in one of my students' school, Next Level. Thank you, Tommy. And he teach the same technique that he do the armbar today. Go to close guard, go underhook, boom, turn around, armbar. We will see the other two guys who wins. But I know the show is barra grace or whatever, but we coming, win or lose, we try to make the show so everybody can enjoy.
Yeah, now it's the finals against Roberto. Roberto is very explosive, really fast. What you're gonna do, we're gonna shut him down. We're gonna close all the space, and pretty much it's gonna be the same strategy we use against Gabriel, you know. And Batista's game is really good. We just gotta pay attention with the scrambles, you know, because Roberto is really fast. So we're gonna just like maintain the pressure, and our goal is to get a submission for sure. And I hope he's gonna get it.
Lo que tú quieras, solo siéntelo y hazlo. Lo que tú quieras. Eso, bota, ya botaste. Pega las costas, bota y pega las costas. Eso, paro, hey. Close guard, to the center. Llama. Eso, llamaste ya, no pasa. Haz bien tus agarres, Roberto. 6 minutos, no puedes descansar. No lo dejes acomodarse. Haz espacio, eso, haz espacio. Vamos, dale, haz espacio. Mételo a la media.
Vamos, Roberto.
Se va a quedar ahí parqueado, loco, sal de ahí. 50 seconds. Dale, vamos. Cree, chucha.
Pelea, vamos, no pares.
Ya saliste. 30 segundos. Pega las cosas. 20 segundos, pega Roberto, vamos. 20 segundos, Roberto. Vamos, sigue, ráspalo. Sigue, pega, 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 sigue, sigue. Pega, no la pierna. Sigue. 7 segundos. 4, 3, 2.
And time. We are going to overtime. Give it up for these two competitors.
So Batista is going to choose the position from which they start. In the last 2 matches, he went into overtime. He started on top and close guard. I think we're going to see the same.
A lot of guys trying to push the arm back into the head, which really doesn't work. He was able to keep his arm flat on the ground, which is a great defense because it keeps that arm out of that choke pocket. But now, this is interesting because the best action we saw from Jimenez was from the closed guard. If he can set up again that double under position with the arms, and then he sets up that near leg and the far leg, it can turn into that arm lock real fast when he opens up there.
You know one thing, out of both competitors, Jimenez's hips are very loose. You would think he was a salsa dancer.
No, definitely. Very mobile, very mobile. But again, you know, like, look at Batista there, just kind of just settling on it. Just settling.
Man, this is good work from Batista. He's getting closer and closer to making that upper body connection.
He's too square. He squares up and he puts that pressure.
Almost stepping out there, almost.
Oh, beautiful guard pass for Gustavo Batista straight into the north-south. Gets the pin, wins $10,000. That was flawless. That was flawless. Gustavo Batista didn't give up a single point or position in that match, hitting 2 guard passes.
Well, he's won himself an enormous fake check.
$10,000 richer.
All right, here with Gustavo Batista, Braguinha, just won $10,000. How you feeling right now?
I feel great, man. I'm so happy to come here and get the win against 3 tough opponents. I feel really happy.
Yeah, like you said, 3 tough opponents. You had a tough road. You had Jaime Canuto first round. What did you think about going into the match? What did you think about Jaime Canuto, and how do you feel about the match?
Jaime is super tough. We never fight before, so today first time. He's super tough, but I feel good. My first match, it's always hard, but I feel good and I get the win, but it's tough for sure.
So then second one, you had IBJJF world champion Gabriel Arges. You were able to pass his guard. How do you feel about that match? What did you think going into it, and how do you feel about it?
Man, Gabriel is super tough. He play guard very well, very flexible, but I put pressure. It's my game, and keep going until I get the half guard and knee cut and pass.
Yeah,
so it's good fight.
Yeah, once you secured that underhook and the crossface for the half guard, did you feel like you got him there? Like once you got that position, do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, very comfortable. And I get the head and put his back on the mat. It's hard to the guy on bottom escape.
For sure. And then the final, the match with Roberto. You won the match with Roberto. You won $10,000. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, Roberto is new black belt, but he's super tough. It's a hard fight. In the first 7 minutes, I get the pass and mount. I looking for the submission, but have a short time and I don't get very tight at the time, and he escaped. We go to the overtime, but I'm good. I feel ready, and I feel he tired, a little tired, and I get the pass one more time.
So you went to overtime 3 different times tonight. Every single time you took the top.
Yeah, man. Because I feel confidence on top, you know. Play on battle too, but I prefer on top in the overtime to put pressure in the guy when the guy is tired, you know. It's hard to escape.
Yeah, I mean, most people wouldn't want to be in the. I mean, you went with Jaime. Jaime's got a great close guard. You still took top. You still were comfortable in your passing like that.
Yeah. He have a strong close guard, but after 7 minutes, I think he a little bit tired. It's hard to hold me in the close guard.
Yeah.
Because I end of the fight, I feel better, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Just confident in your passing.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Galvão was just telling me a minute ago he thinks you have the best guard passing in the world. What do you think about that?
Man, I feel happy. Galvão say this, I'm feel happy. Keep training and keep going.
All right, so what's next for you, man?
The next is third coast grappling, heavyweight, Grand Prix.
Try and double it up.
Junior 20.
Yeah.
20, yes, and I'm happy, man.
Come out here, get another 10,000 wouldn't be bad, huh?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Keep the hard work and come here ready.
So, all right, I'll let you close it out. Maybe give a little message to your fans, everybody watching at home. Or
thank you, everybody, to watch the show and give me the good energy. Thank you, everybody.
All right, Brigania, thank you very much. Good luck on the heavyweight one coming up.
Thank you, man.
All right, Andre Galvão, first off, you came out to Texas and it was a pretty successful trip for you.
Oh, yeah.
You went 2-0 last night at Who's Number One, and then Brigania won tonight. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm so happy for my students. They deserve it because they train really hard, they work hard, and when you work hard, you got to be rewarded, you know? So Batista did amazing today. The Tolos twins did amazing yesterday as well. So just super happy and feeling like satisfied, you know, the satisfaction of like the victory.
You were just telling me that you think Batista is the best guard passer in the world, right?
Yeah, he is, man. He's a nightmare playing guard with him. He's a nightmare. He's really tough, and I knew that when I saw the bracket, you know, I knew he could do like really well, and I thought that could be either Ribamar or Roberto Jimenez in the final. So Roberto came in, and I knew. I say, man, he's very exposed in Brazil, and Batista likes to stay close, you know, like shut down the game. So it's a perfect game for Batista.
He did something that I think most black belts wouldn't do. He chose to go on top in the close guard every single time. Is that something you would have recommended him to do?
Yeah, we talked before, and just against Gabriel, that we like, let's feel him how we finish them rounds, you know, and we decide what he's gonna do. And then at first he's like, oh, I want to be standing, and then he's like, if you look the video, he start paying attention on Gabriel, and then he's like, oh no, Gabriel, go down, you know, because he knew Gabriel was tired. So it was the only guy that because Gabriel is very strategic too, like he has a lot of strategy, so it's a very dangerous opponent, especially in the 50-50. That was the only fight, but the other ones, like I knew, like on top always, even against Jaime Canuto, which is like his specialty.
He's got a great close guard. I was like, what's he doing?
Exactly. But you know, it's Batista, man. Batista is a tank.
Yeah.
He's a tank.
To have that confidence too, to walk into Jaime Canuto's close guard, like you want to be there. That's where people try to avoid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey, let me get here. Amazing. And Batista, you know, he's just like his game is like he's a guy that keeps his pace, you know, like he eats you like this, you know?
Patient.
Yeah, very patient. Like little by little, he start conquer like the territory, you know. Yeah. And once you give one little piece of your territory to him, it can be over.
Absolutely. I mean, the match that really impressed me was Gabriel. I think a lot of people looked at that semifinal as like the real final. The two IBJJF Black Belt World Champions going at it, and not only did he pass his guard, mounted him. Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about that performance?
Man, it was amazing. Both fights, you know, against Gabriel and against Jimenez.
Yeah.
Like he mounted on both of them. So, but when he got the mount on Gabriel, unfortunately, it was like right at the end of the round. You know, and that's one thing maybe like Third Coast should like think about. Like the athletes, like they can have a choice if they want to see more submissions. They could have a choice to start from the position that they are. You know, they end up the round, the first round. That could be like something that could add more submissions in the game, because like when Batista was like there on mount in both situations against Jimenez and against Gabriel, he could finish the fight. 3 minutes is a long time for black belt, but unfortunately, like, you got to stand up or you got to be on top in a different position. So, but I thought that he could get the submission, but unfortunately, like, when he mounts, he had like maybe like a minute left. It wasn't enough like to get this submission.
I think the key moment there, right, was when he was able to get the underhook and the crossface and flatten him out.
Like, once he got the underhook, he passed Gabriel's.
Yeah, I mean, Gabriel's obviously, top 10 pound for pound person in the world. I mean, do you think if Bergina gets that position, do you think anybody stops him there?
I think so. Once he got the underhook, hold your head. Because if you see, like, his hips is different.
Yeah.
He has like a very special hips. Like, his legs like move like different. His hips is like really special. So that's what makes him like have such a great knee cut.
Yeah. He's got incredible balance. Nobody can move him. Is that what it is? He's got.
Man, look the size of his hips.
Yeah.
That's the balance right there. He has the hips and the head. So you have a great balance, a great combination. So Batista he's just like hard to do De La Riva with him because his legs, like, it seems like, his butt cheek is like connected with his hip, with his thigh, at the same time. It's hard to get the hook in, so definitely like he has a really special body type. And in Jiu-Jitsu, you must find the game according to your body type, and he found his game, the knee cuts and the long steps.
Like you said, you think he's the best guard passer in the game right now. High praise coming from one of the greatest of all time. What do you think the future holds for this guy? He's still pretty young.
He's very young. He's gonna get all his dreams. I think he's chasing his dreams, and he's gonna get it because he worked really hard. He's gonna be world champion, and he said that next year he wants to do the ADCC trials too. He'll try the ADCC as well.
Oh, another Atos guy coming out.
Yeah, and he's tough, no gi. He's pretty tough. He never trained often no gi before. He started training no gi more with us at Atos, and he likes it. He likes it. He wants to do it.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Andre.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you. Take care.